run race for the National League. Chris Bryant and Trey Turner for Washington are leading the NL with 4 homers apiece. Meanwhile, it is Luke Voigt and Clint Frazier for the Yankees with 5 each. But today's matchup is going to be between the Red Wolves and the Pilots. For Game 2 of their series, I simulated a couple days in advance, so we don't literally have to watch 160 to 170 days. Phillies lead the NL. Hang on, let's start with the. Okay, so we do go to East Central, don't what? Phillies lead the Red Wolves by half, 2.5 over the Pilots, 3.5 over the Marauders, and 4.5 over the Marlins, who just got their first win of the season. As we check the NL Central, Cubs lead by 1.5 over the Reds, 2.5 over the Blues, 2.5 over the Cards, and 5.5 over the Dragons, who have yet to win their first game. Now, as we check the NL West, the Dodgers lead the Calgary Mountain by half a game. They also lead the Diamondbacks by half, 3.5 over the Rockies, and 4 games over the Scorpions. As we check the wild cards, the NL wild card, the Mountain, the Red Wolves, and the Diamondbacks at 5 and 2, all are fighting for that precious wild card spot. As we go to the AL East at this point in the season, it is the Yankees lead the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, and the Stars by 1.5 games, as the Dart Frogs are 2 games out. As we go to the AL Central, the Renegades lead the Moose by 4. Damn, that's impressive. The Renegades are undefeated. 4.5 over the Zephyrs and the Bulls, but 5.5 over the Twins. Yep, and the Renegades are your last remaining undefeated team. Meanwhile, in the AL West, the Sky Sox are 5 and 2. They lead the Mariners by half a game. So do they also lead the Athletics by half a game. The Storm are a game back, and the Rangers are 4 games back. As we check the AL wild card, the Athletics and the Mariners currently have the spots, but the Storm are half a game out. It is way too early to say who's going to make the playoffs. But I will say the Renegades are looking strong. So, as I already announced today's matchup, we're going to be in DC to see the Washington Red Wolves play the Charlotte Pilots. This is going to be a 4 o'clock game. Okay, kind of bummer. We'll probably see these guys play later. So, let's play some baseball. Okay. How do I change it? Okay, I don't change uniforms. Who the fuck just invited me to a PlayStation party? Oh, there we go. So we're gonna be here at Capitol Field, which is perfect for the DC team. Of course we'll go to broadcast. So, looks like the forecast is going to be rain here in DC. So, as it is the Wolf Baseball League, let's play some baseball between the Charlotte Pilots and the Washington Red Wolves. There's your lineups. Remember, we have a universal designated hitter. Let's play.
The rain is falling, but we will have baseball for you live on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Pilots and the Wolves. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Patrick Corbin is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
All the way back from Tommy John surgery, this guy's a really good pitcher. There are a lot of teams in baseball that love to have him in their rotation. Not an overpowering fastball, but a good one. 89 to 93 miles an hour slider, without a doubt his best off-speed pitch. And if he's throwing strikes with that slider, look out, he can shut any team down.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
There to play it is Castro, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Jonathan Villar.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jonathan Villar. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin, 7 hits in 15 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
And now they've got him in a rundown. And a good decision to throw as he is toast at second base. At the plate, Michael Conforto. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
So here's Starlin Castro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Starlin
The pitch. Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And the pitch. 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Conforto is there to put it away for out number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
Into the box, Victor Robles, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch on its way. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Now at the plate, Juan Soto. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit to third. Davis has got it. Throw not nearly in time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single.
Boy, Dero, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Three and one.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
In there, and it's full 3-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one.
1-1.
2 balls and a strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. There's ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Coming to the plate now, James McCann. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
The 1-1 home. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Outside.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly to Castro at the bag, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Now the 2-0. Fouled away. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Digging in, Yadiel Hernandez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Gomes over at second. Bell on at first with nobody out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Two and two now. Lifted in the air out to center field. Pillar's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting in, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the third. And we are tied 0-0. Top of the third set to get underway. And that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith.
Dominic Smith.
First offering on its way. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And that misses 1-1. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike two. Fouled off. swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Liner in there for a base hit. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set, and the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Takes this the other way to right. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Carter Kieboom digs in now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The third baseman, number 8.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Now in the box, Starlin Castro. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the pitch.
Count 2-1.
Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. Full count now, 3-2. Pete Alonso waits on deck. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
To 1-2 now.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
To first. To second for 1. Relay to Bell. The double play. And that's how the inning ends. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Juan Soto. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Soto is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
The 1-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Here now is Trey Turner. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Pilar is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batter, the catcher, Yan Gomes.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. A base hit in his first trip. And the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, James McCann.
James McCann.
First pitch on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
The windup and the 0-1. In there, strike 2.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Standing in now, Kevin Pilar, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Dominic Smith.
Stepping into the box, Dominic Smith. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball well outside.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 to him now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Taken but called a strike. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Three-two pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Kieboom into shallow left. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Home half of the fifth coming up, and we still have no score. Bottom of the inning now, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. First pitch coming. Here it is. Low for ball one. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Too much dip on the sinker. Laid off for a ball.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he fouls this one off. Foul off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2. Popped him up. Davis in foul ground, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The left fielder, number 29, Yadiel Hernandez.
Stepping into the box, Yadiel Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Line towards center field. Pilar is there. 2 gone.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
So coming to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, ball 1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and in steps Carter Kieboom to give it a try. He's set. Here it comes. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that misses. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starlin Castro. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to the right. Foul. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the 3rd baseman, J.D. Davis. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Robles is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out.
Now batting, number 6.
Digging in once again, Jeff McNeil. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Robles waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jonathan Villar.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. And now a pitch on the way. Runs up and gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
High in the air into shallow left center. Hernandez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Victor Robles digging in now. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Fastball called for strike two.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Now the pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here now is Juan Soto. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Soto begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Into the box now, Trey Turner. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two and one to count to Trey Turner.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
2 out, nobody on. Nipped the corner. 2-2.
Hey, 1 strike away from 6 shutout innings against this lineup. We have a gem on our hands, and the bullpen will be well rested.
fly ball out to straightaway left. Smith is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Digging in, Michael Conforto. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Now the 1-0. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
So here's Pete Alonso. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Now the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2. Three and 2 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor, as he will look at a first-pitch fastball for ball 1. He was a double play victim last time around. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
On a line, that's a base hit. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Stepping in, James McCann. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Turner has it to Castro at the bag, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we still have no score. Last half of the 7th here, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him, 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Popped him up. McCann over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 55. Josh Bell.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0 home. One out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 29. Yadiel Hernandez.
Settling in now, Yadiel Hernandez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
This is pulled into right. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Kevin Pillar.
Kevin Pillar.
First offering on its way. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Hey. 3-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Robles, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Ready now, Dominic Smith, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
from the stretch. Lays off 1-0. Avilan is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Grounded back up the middle. Turner loves it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Stepping in, J.D. Davis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more.
And that's in there for strike one.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D, where with the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball two. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. A low curveball blocked by Gomes, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hit out towards second. And he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Ro. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at ball one. No hits to this point. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Pilots lead this one 1-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And standing in is the DH, Kyle Schwarber.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One and one to Schwarber. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box, Carter Kieboom. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Wind up and the 0-1.
Ball left outside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Davis is there for it. 2 down.
The batter number 14, second baseman, Starlin.
Here's Starlin Castro. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Ball 1. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Daniel Hudson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and next will be the imposing power bat, Pete Alonso. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hudson has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Now to the plate, Francisco Lindor. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now. James McCann waits on deck. Now the 3-0 offering.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the pitch. This one is launched. Look at this. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. 4th home run here in the early going, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning, but they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
The catcher, number 33, James.
At the plate now, James McCann, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2-1 after the foul ball there. The pitch. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. He stays alive, still 2-2. Here it comes. And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Grounded weakly to the left. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Kevin Pillar. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Count 1 and 2.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Robles is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. The Pilots on top 2-0. Into the box now, Victor Robles. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, but they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First offering on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Juan Soto to the plate now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. The 1-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Hit down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Seth Lugo comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. In now, Trey Turner into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Soto rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He having to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Into the box now, Yan Gomes. 1-0 the count. From the stretch. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But, hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Josh Bell, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Pilots have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Pilots came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Noah Syndergaard gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. Patrick Corbin is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team.
And that's the game, folks.
They left 6 men on
Charlotte gets their first win of the season against their division rival Washington. That should push them to 4-4 and drop Washington down to 5-3. The winning pitcher pitched 8 1/3, giving up 3 hits, striking out 7, giving up 1 run and walking 1. While the losing pitcher pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, struck out 6, gave up 1 earned run, and walked 2. And the save goes to Seth Lugo, who pitched just 2/3 of an inning, gave up 8 hits, and the struck out 1. And there's your Noble players. Actually, honestly impressed that Charlotte was able to win it, and that was a great pitcher's duel. And we're just gonna get... No, we're just... I already showed the stats heading into this game. Let's check the injuries list. No one's injured. That's as impressive. So, I'll see you guys next time for somewhere around game 15 or 16. And goodbye.